Hey beautiful, welcome to Unapologetic at 50. I am your host, Sharon Fields. This is an uncapped community discussing real life issues. In your 50s, you have the right to say, I have no time for games, never regretting the past or apologizing for wanting a better future. Join me and special guests as we discuss topics and provide tools to navigate our midlife challenges. Today's episode is sponsored by Kendra. Kendra is a modern wellness company that makes estrogen-free menopause essentials. Their line of products include daily supplements to help with focus, sleep, and a daily vaginal lotion that dramatically relieves our most intimate skin. All are designed to target and relieve the most disruptive symptoms of your menopause journey, including hot flashes, brain fog, mood swings, and more. If you're not sure what products are right for you, Kendra has a 5-minute quiz that offers personalized solutions based on your top concerns. I did it. Now I know what products are best for me. Go ahead, take the quiz. It's time we start talking about the change. Head over to ourkendra.com and learn how you can start your own couch conversations with other women. Use code unapologetic20 to get 20% off your order. Use the code unapologetic20 to get 20% off of your order. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Unapologetic at 50. You know I appreciate you, right? If you are enjoying these episodes, don't be selfish. Go ahead and subscribe, share, and leave a comment. Can you believe that this year is almost over? Are you ready for 2022? You know what they say, out with the old and in with the new. The new year is fast approaching. Depending on the time zone or the part of the world you live in, the new year is 2 to 3 days away. Will you be making a New Year's resolution? Every year around the Christmas holiday, people start counting down to the new year. In 2020 and in 2021, more than ever because of the COVID epidemic. The insurrection, guilty and not guilty verdicts, tornadoes, hurricanes, and mass killings. We look forward to 1 year ending, praying and being hopeful that the new year will bring better circumstances or some type of relief and normalcy. Unfortunately, that did not happen. We are still going through some of the same things that we were dealing with in 2020 that carried over to 2021. We had a moment to breathe in 2021. Literally, we were able to remove our mask and take a deep breath after thousands of people got vaccinated, which was supposed to remedy the spread of COVID. We were able to socialize, we were able to go out and shop, travel, do things that we weren't doing in 2020 and the earlier part of the year in 2021. This didn't last due to the new Omicron variant. It looks like social distancing and masking mandates will be implemented again. We will have to wait this one out too. So we are praying, I'm praying that in 2022, there will be a resolution and a glimpse of normalcy that we were looking for in the previous years. My question is, will our life and way of living ever return back to the old? I think nah. At least I don't believe so. We must find a new way. A new way to Live, not just survive. Because that's the mode that we have been in for the past couple of years. Social distancing, doing the best that we could, which has been very hard on everyone because we weren't created to be alone. I don't know about you. Maybe you just want to be alone all the time. I have to tell you, I don't want to be alone all the time. I was good at this or with this initially, but after a year, after 2 years, I'm just like, no, I'm ready to be out amongst the people. I want to talk to someone. I want to look at someone. I want to listen to conversations without having a mask on. It's just not the time yet. Although concerns still persist about rising prices and the environment, most people felt things would be better in the new year. According to a new Ipsos Global Advisor survey, 33 countries show notable change, indicating a more optimistic view of what 2022 will bring. Nonetheless, concerns about the environment and rising prices persist. Over 75% of people around the world think 2022 will be a better year than 2021. I hope so as well. The countdown has begun, y'all. The time is quickly approaching for 2022. People have started thinking about their futures, asking themselves, what am I going to do differently this year? I have a question for you. Will you make a New Year's resolution or make a conscious decision to make life changes? I know some people don't do resolutions. It's the perfect opportunity to start something fresh, the beginning of the year, that is, the new year. Get into healthier habits or just set some goals. This will help us all reach our potential in whatever area of life interests us the most at any given moment, like health and fitness. Lose some weight. We all been stuck in the house. I keep hearing things about the corona weight. Wellness, your mind, your body, your spirit, your mental health. This has not only just been affecting adults, it's affecting children as well and their mental health. Family relationships and friendships, we need to make them stronger, build new ones. Memberships outside your immediate circle, make new friends. How about starting a new business opportunity? I think that would be great. Because if we haven't learned anything, we have learned how to be resourceful. Virtual businesses, they just popped up everywhere. The loss of work and being at home caused us to dig our heels in and be creative. We don't want to stop that in 2022. Regardless if things get better with COVID. This opened our eyes. It showed us the different things that we could do, how we could make it, how we can use our visions and our desires and create things that would help people, create things that would bring in an income if you lost your full-time job or part-time job. There's a lot of companies that will not be reopening. I like the fact that so many became resourceful and was able to learn a new craft or use the skills and techniques that they had to offer services and products to others while we were going through this world change, because that's what it is. You must prepare for a successful and prosperous new year. None of these things will happen without preparation and planning. So here are 5 tips to help you. Let's get started. The first one is do an end of the year review. So you will know what things you want to change, what worked for you, what didn't, what did you learn in the previous year, or what do you want to achieve in the new year. Number 2, set a goal in the new year. Write it down. The Bible says in Habakkuk 2:2, write the vision down, make it plain. You may have even heard someone say, make it clear. We often have several ideas which are never manifested because they make it no further than being a thought. Number 3, educate yourself. Research the new thing. Learn what is required for you to achieve your goal. Take an hour a day, 2 hours a day if you have the time, if it's available. Use that time to educate yourself, to learn about the area that you want to do something new in, the area that you have set a goal about in order to offer the best service or the best product. If you're looking into starting your own business, or if you're looking to change something in your life so you can become healthy, you want to learn about it. Never do you want to just jump into something and just, for instance, if you need to do something with your health in reference to maybe lowering your cholesterol or eating better, changing your lifestyle eating habits. There's so many different fads out there. You just don't want to jump at the very first thing that you see. You want to compare. You want to know what different things are out there and what you can do or what you can learn that will be beneficial to you and what your goals are. Number 4, make a list of everything you want to do or thought about doing. You may call it a bucket list. Call it whatever you like. Just create it. Don't leave anything off. Wherever you want to travel to, if you want to see a Broadway play, if you want to go visit someone, if you want to meet someone, if you want to learn how to sing, you want to learn how to play the drums, maybe you want to learn how to drive a stick shift, maybe there's some hobbies that you want to do. Write that on your bucket list. And go back to that list. I'm calling it bucket list because that's what most people think of. And this is not a bucket list that you want to do all of these things because you think that you're about to leave the earth. You're just making a list, writing it down, and make sure that you have it. And as you accomplish these things, check that off. Check, check. And number 5, create new habits, new routines that you can stick to. What does your morning, afternoon, and nighttime routine look like? Here's an easy example. If you have a problem with completing things, make your bed in the morning. Let this be your first accomplishment of the day. These steps are easy. This isn't anything that you can't do. This is a great place to start. Decide what it is that you want to change in your life. Decide what it is that you want to do different in the new year. Set the goal. Write it down so it's visible, so you can read it, so you can go back to it, and you can also revise it if you like to. We have to try things to see if it is really what we want or what we thought it would be. If you don't try, you'll never know. So go back to that list, mark it off. If you need to add something to it or you need to remove it, it's your list. You could do whatever it is that you want to. The only thing that you don't want to do is write a list and never go back to it, because who is that going to benefit? You got this. Educate yourself. You can go online. I'm a fan of reading books because I think that we're missing out on a lot. It's easy. Everything now is virtual. You're listening to a podcast, right? And I'm not saying don't listen to the podcast, okay? But because this is useful. It gives you the opportunity, if you are out driving, you can listen to a podcast. You can go back. If there's a portion that you weren't able to hear, it's always there for you. It's available. But there's something about reading a good book, holding that book in your hand, having a notebook where you're writing information down. And do you know that when you read and you write, it is easier for you to retain it and have a better recall? So that's my suggestion. Get a journal. How about that? Get a journal after you've made your list and write about the things that you accomplished in your journal, which was on your list. That's a great way to keep a track of it. And then you'll always be able to go back and look at the things that you did, what you had to do to accomplish it, how long it took you to accomplish it, what things you wanted to change or did change. I love journaling. I think journaling is very healthy. It allows you to also remove stress. I talked about this, I think, one time on one of my episodes. There's times when I journal that I just start by putting my pen or pencil to my journal, and whatever flows is what comes out. Sometimes it's not even a word. It's like doodling. How about that? Sometimes it's little doodles. There's no words or anything. I'm just writing. It's free writing. And then I notice a few minutes later, then there's more words that come in there. And then it becomes a final thought. And I actually got that from an influencer. He is a writer. He is a podcaster. He has so many people following him. I can't even name. He's been around for a while, and I apologize. I can't think of his name right now, but I was listening to him do a TED Talk, and that's what he was saying. He sets his day up where he knows every day what it is that he's going to do. He has a certain time frame in the morning, certain things that he completes every day. And one of them is his free writing. And sometimes he doesn't know what he's going to say. He doesn't know what he's going to write. There's nothing that he's really thinking about. Or he may be trying to prepare for his episodes on his podcast, and he doesn't have any content. So when he free writes, it's blah, 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 da, 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 da. Sometimes it may even be a little straight line because you don't really have anything. There's nothing flowing. But the more that he writes, the more it transitions into something meaningful. And by the time that he finishes, he has content. Or he has at least cleared his mind of things that he might have been thinking about the day before, or there were things that he wasn't able to resolve. Once he started looking at what he journaled, he saw the answer. And he saw what it was that had really been bothering him. So I think that's a good idea too. That's still a part of writing it down, writing down your vision, writing down your thoughts, making it plain, making it clear. Create new habits. Create good habits. How do you know if it's going to be good or not? Unless you try to create it. Right? Create a routine that works for you, not a routine that you heard that somebody else was doing, because that's not going to work for you. Do what works for you. You know what time you get up in the morning. You know what additional time you can allot to getting up earlier or staying up later. Only you know that. Don't do what somebody else is doing. You can look at what they're doing. You can listen to what they're doing and take bits of pieces of that and create your own process or your own strategy to get to where it is that you want to be. I'm telling you, you got this. You can do anything that you want to do. 2022 will be what you say it is. Claim what you want. Move and work towards it. If you are looking for balance and a regimen you can implement in every part of your life, send an email to beautifulcurves365 health and wellness. Actually, no, you can send an email there, right? Because I was about to give you the website. The email is beautifulcurves365@gmail.com to learn more about the upcoming webinars and online coaching sessions. I am looking forward to 2022. I'm looking forward to sharing more episodes with you. I am looking forward to all of your comments and questions and things that you want to learn about. Send them to me. Let me know so I can get a subject matter expert, a doctor, a pilot, whatever it is that you want, right? Because there's no better time to do the things that you always wanted to do and never had the opportunity to, right? Why not do it now? Especially because you're 50 and fabulous, or 50 plus and fabulous. It's time that we live our best life. It's time that we start living and not just surviving. The time is now. So thank you again for listening to this episode and taking this journey with me. I look forward to getting all the information, every single thing that you send me. I look forward to it. I will review it and I will get back to you. So remember, for Beautiful Curves 365, send an email to beautifulcurves365@gmail.com to learn more about the upcoming webinars and online coaching sessions. If you have any questions or any subjects that you would like to learn more about, or any guest speakers that you would like to be on the show, send an email to unapologetic50podcast@gmail.com. Remember to expect the great. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Unapologetic at 50. Together, we will learn how to maneuver life's challenges while being our authentic selves without regret. Remember to subscribe to Unapologetic at 50 to be notified of new episodes. Don't be salty with me if you are the last to know. And never apologize for being the best version of you.